and partners there. Locally, Haiti has been partnering with community organizations, community leaders in Petit-Trou for 33 years now. Petit-Trou is a coastal community based in agriculture and farming, and it's a community of 36,000 individuals, and we have been grateful to partner with institutions in that beautiful place for 33 years. Our programs are locally led and community driven and focus around community health, girls empowerment, agriculture, food security, and education. I lived in Haiti full-time for several years. I've been engaged for the last 12 years, and I want to tell you honestly, I learned a lot in that time, and I've seen a lot. This particular moment in Haiti is extraordinarily difficult. When I say difficult, difficult in every way that you can imagine, and also some ways that you can't imagine. But despite that, our leaders in Petit-Trou are making remarkable progress day in and day out, and we're so grateful for the chance to share that progress with you today. One of our goals for the evening is to really give you a sense for what Petit-Trou, the place, feels like, what the people are like in their own voices. And so this first video that we're going to share with you is very much in that spirit. I want to give big thanks to Gasner Francois, who is an uber-talented Haitian videographer and friend who shot most of the film you're about to see, and also Joseph Alvenz, who you will spend some time with in a moment. They had a huge role in making this video possible. And of course, as always, I want to thank all of you for your solidarity, your generosity, and your support for creating time and space to care about this place, to learn about this place, and to form a connection with this beautiful community and this beautiful country that we believe in so deeply. Thank you for being here.
Hi, my name is Joseph Alvenz. I live in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. This is my daughter Aliyah. This is Aliyah's mom, Katsi. We live in this house with other members of our family. I'm sure you've heard about the troubles in Port-au-Prince, kidnappings, violence, lots of problems. To be honest with you, it's a really sad moment for us. It's not the same city I grew up in. Even though I live in Port-au-Prince, I'm going to introduce you to a special place, a place in the countryside called Petit-Trou de Nîmes. I got to know Petit-Trou through my work as a driver and translator for an organization called Locally Haiti. I've probably been there 20 times now, and I'm excited to go back. We used to drive straight to Petit-Trou from the airport in Port-au-Prince, but now that road is impossible to take because of violence and gangs. So we have to take a plane, first to Lekai and eventually to Petit-Trou. It's just one of many examples of all things are so hard right now. Anyway, we do whatever we can to see our friends in Petit-Trou so we can keep supporting progress there. So when you first come to Petit-Trou, the first thing you will see is the market. So we come on a good day because it's Thursday and it's the market day. We have a friend there. She works with the girls empowerment. Her name is Wika. I'm gonna quickly stop there and say hi. So now we are here. We are with Wika's house. So we're gonna quickly say hi, as I said. Rika took a few minutes to show us around her neighborhood, which is called Kafulendi. Every week there is a big market day and Rika knows everyone in the area. So now on our way, after visiting Rika, we're gonna walk around the market. Rika is one of the leaders of Girls Empowerment Program that locally Haiti supports. The program is focused on education, safe spaces, and equal rights for girls and young women. She is also on a committee that manages clean water in her area. I don't know how she does it all. She's kind of like a superhero. We also interviewed Rika right after the earthquake of August 14, 2021. It was such a hard moment.
Sa mwen ta vle di, nan la vi wap jwen tout sa yo. E se yo ki fel vi a tou. Si se pat yo, vi a pat ap gen sens. Gen mouman pou kriye, gen mouman pou ri, gen mouman pou kontan, gen mouman pou fache, e gen mouman pou travay, gen mouman pou reflechi. Se tout sa yo ki konstituye e mode de vi ya. E se yon nan bagay tou ki remonte moral mwen. Et à chaque fois, je réfléchis avec catastrophe. Ça est pour jeune monde qui est d'eau. Même gens tout, il y a l'autre monde qui doit prendre même frappement. Ou bien qui doit prendre un coup qui pitch. Parce que le monde là, les chita sous problème, sont mon problème lié. Sauf que c'est chaque monde connaît, surtout dans le moment ça, c'est bagage naturel. La mort, son bagage. Son passage obligé lié, nous toutefois nous passer là-dedans. Le tremblement de terre, cyclone, c'est bagage naturel et il faut qu'il arrive, c'est dans la nature nous ne pouvons pas effacer. Seul bagage là, il fin passer, nous essayons d'adapter nous encore pour nous revivre. Moi-même après 14 août, dès qu'on est la vie est finie. Mais là, je viens voir un grand monde, deux grands monde qui sont dans la même situation avec moi à vivre. Moi-même tout, obligé d'adapter avec le moment pour me vivre. Parce que nous ne pouvons pas quitter. Imaginez mon l'école va l'ouvrir là. Et il faut que tout le monde aille à l'école. Vous obligé de chercher quand même moyen pour ouvrir l'école, pour faire à l'école. Vous ne pouvez pas quitter le chita à cause de la catastrophe là. Mais quand même, on a essayé de revivre la vie là. Parce qu'il faut que nous vivions. C'est loi nature. Ça. Il faut que nous vivions. Il faut que nous fêtions, il faut que nous vivions, il faut que nous mourions. Nous sommes obligés d'adapter nous pour nous capables. Continuer.
So, after Kafulendi, after saying hi with Rika and walk around the market, the next spot is St. Paul. That's where we're gonna have our next stop. St. Paul Schools was the first program that locally Haiti supported over 30 years ago. This year, the school had 422 students, from kindergarten to the end of high school. There was a great preschool program and a big focus on girls' empowerment. When the earthquake struck, we had just built a new, safe, and quality school. That building was not damaged in the earthquake, and it was a big support to the community at that time. But some of the older buildings were damaged, so some classes are in now tents. While we built a new high school, and this high school is almost finished, and for sure we'll be ready for next year. Another program that makes St. Paul's special is agriculture. There is so much to say about that. I am going to let Raphael, an agronomist, teacher, and community leader, explain it to you.
Salut tout le monde. Moi c'est agronome Fernando Salvador Raphael. Donc je travaille dans Saint-Paul pour local Haiti. Donc dans le programme nous gagnons dans Saint-Paul là, c'est un programme d'éducation agricole pour élèves et nous faisons des démonstrations comment nous faire, nous dans la salle de classe, nous enseigner toute culture, nous expliquer toute culture, ça nous le faire, ça nous le faire. Et puis chaque samedi nous avons un club jardin. Dans le club jardin ça, nous faisons expérience, nous expérimenter ça nous fait dans la salle ensemble avec nous. Yo même tout après vous faire bel travail ça, yo pral la caillou, yo fait la caillou tout. Et son travail nous fait qui est vraiment intéressant. Yo apprendre dans nous dans la salle, nous montrer au faire pratique là. Après ça va la caillou pour faire, pour montrer parents tout comment pour faire. Donc ce programme qui est vraiment intéressant.
I visit the garden here, and the agronome says that all these are the students' works. So as you can see, they said that it's about 1,000 tomatoes trees, plants. All these are the students' work at St. Paul schools. So for me, they are making a lot of progress.
Nous avons une nouveauté dans le programme là, nous avons abeilles tout. Miel là c'est vraiment intéressant. Abeille a un gros rôle, il participe dans la pollinisation. Donc c'est vraiment important et ce rôle vraiment bon.
Schneider is ready to visit the bee, so I'm gonna try to go with him, but I'm not gonna go too close. So let's have a quick visit. Avec Saint-Paul, avec Timounio et élèves, parce que longtemps, tout vraiment plein de programmes comme ça.
Exactement.
Et puis plein de jardins tout.
Oui.
Ok, Algo, je suis content.
Merci, c'est ton plaisir.
Next, we stop to see our friend Wilda. Wilda is a community health worker, and we visit on a day she was going out to do mobile clinic near her house. At these clinics, they vaccinate and weigh the children, provide vitamins, and give trainings about the importance of hygiene and sanitation. Working with Raphael, the agronomist, Wilda also helps family produce healthy, local food and share training on nutrition. Raphael just helped to install an irrigation system at Wilda's house. So now, her own family garden will produce more and would also be used as a place to train others.
So, j'aime dire que le plus gros problème c'est de l'eau. Mais heureusement, il a gagné de l'eau là. Donc, c'est là pour faire merveille. Oui. Espace là en pile. Donc, dans la partie ça bien culture maraîchère. Puis devant, puis bas là, on a gagné un système d'irrigation. Donc, chaque partie ça aussi de l'eau par là dedans.
Ok.
Donc, puis bas on a gagné banane. Et dernier, on a mis citron là-dedans. Et il a tout par la possibilité pour faire miel.
Yes!
Oh.
Miel. Et nous comptons aussi parce que nous avons agronome Raphaël et puis ensuite l'autre Mounio qui a aidé nous parce que nous avons planté jambes jointes, pas de comment pour me planter. Mais finalement, avec la présence agronome Raphaël, je suis capable non seulement de planter plus bien et puis la plus bénéfice pour nous tous.
And finally, we head to the center of town in Petit-Tout. As you see, there is a lot of activities here, and the community is very proud of the central square. Who better to talk about Petit-Tout than the mayor? So I visited with Mayor Wildo Pierre and asked him to share some thoughts with us.
Bon, avant tout, moi salue nous. Et je salue peut-être tout le monde qui peut regarder la vidéo ça. Et avant tout, moi, c'est Pierre Wilnor. Un petit trou, je me lève petit trou, je grandis petit trou, je fais études primaires petit trou, études secondaires petit trou. Je suis un ancien professeur. Et puis, je dis, je suis magistrat commune. Si il y a moyen d'investissement dans la commune, je pense que la commune est capable d'avancer. Je parle d'investissement dans tous les sens. Parce que je dis, nous avons au niveau commune Petit ou Denip, n'importe 40 à 50% des jeunes qui sont à l'extérieur. Mais c'est parce que pas de possibilité qui fait qu'ils échouent de l'autre côté. Mais si il y a possibilité d'investissement dans la commune, je pense que les jeunes sont capables de retourner venir servir la communauté. Pas un jeune garçon, pas une jeune fille, je ne dis là, bon comédien, ou ce dehors là, ou t'as dit, ou un job pour lui qui pas intéressé à venir travailler. Tout le monde a aimé travail. C'est ça que fait moi-même, m'a encouragé tout le monde qui a une possibilité, m'a relé venir joindre nous. Mais une fois que petit trou entre en ligne de compte pour le développer, gain travail, jeune n'a travail, grand moun y a travail, je pense que jeunesse n'a pas de encouragement pour le monter Port-au-Prince. Elle est toujours capable de rester là parce qu'elle est capable de manger de good. Papa, maman, j'en te qu'on cultiver la terre, c'est la terre qui baille, c'est la terre qui baille possibilité pour mettre nous l'école, pour nous faire classe, pour nous s'anier journée aujourd'hui. Depuis qu'il y a moyens économiques, il y a capable de travailler, laisse ça, ou après toute communauté à développer. Si un monde dans la communauté a un problème, c'est moi pour aider, il faut que je sois présent. Et c'est raison ça qui fait petit trou, c'est dans la commune, pas rien capable de faire me quitter pour m'habiter de l'autre côté. On peut toujours le visiter. Est-ce qu'on peut toujours le visiter de l'autre côté? Mais comme si tu as arrêté pour me dire que je quitter petit trou, non, parce que la commune n'a pas aimé.
As you can see, there are many challenges in Petit Tour, but there are also so many leaders making a difference. You don't really hear about them when you see Haiti in the news, but the people are here continuing to live, to fight, to make progress. I believe the way forward for the country of Haiti is for a place like Petit Tour to have a chance to succeed, a chance to live. You serve for yourself. My friends here are really amazing. I want to thank you for believing in them. I hope we can visit them together one day.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. It's great to all be in a room together and be in person. It's been a few years. My name is Erin Ulrich. I am the current president of the board for Locally Haiti. I'm one of the people that Wynn talked about who went to Haiti and fell in love. My first trip to Petit Trou was actually in 2004. At the time, I was an actuary. I was pricing insurance for a big insurance company in Boston, and it really changed the trajectory of my life. So the last 20 years, I've been working in public health and in community health. So I'm really excited for the next video that you all are going to see, which is a short one, but really talks about the reason that I went into public health, which is that everybody should be provided equal access to healthcare and the opportunity to be healthy and thrive, no matter where they were born. So please enjoy this next video, and I look forward to seeing you all later this evening.
So now we are at the clinic. I'm happy to show you how it's looked like after the earthquake.
Bonsoir. Moi, c'est Dr. Rodrigue. Moi, c'est médecin, directrice Santé Petit Trou de Niplan. Ça fait un bon petit temps que je travaille dans le centre de santé. De novembre 2013 à nos jours, dans le poste direction santé. Centre de santé Petit Trou de Nez, c'est un centre de santé qui est construit bien longtemps. Actuellement, là, on offre plusieurs services avec la communauté. Via avec tremblement de terre qui finit passer, nous avons grand contrainte nous rencontrer pour nous faire soin avec la communauté. Le premier problème nous rencontrer, c'est que nous avons un bâtiment qui est complètement fissuré.
So as you can see, with all these cracks, imagine a population with 36,000 of people. So this is not really a safe place for them to stay. They have no place to come right now. You can see the cracks. It's dangerous.
Si vous regardez ici, c'est une tente nous mettons pour nous faire service là. Les malades viennent en urgence, nous recevons là. Mais en pendant, nous pas arrêter trop en dedans, c'est que si nous besoin un bagage, un dossier, nous entreprendre après ça pour nous sortir pour nous faire service là. Cela veut dire que besoin communautaire, nous pas répondre avec lui après tremblement de terre 14 août qui s'est passé. C'est ça fait nous entreparler pour nous garder comment nous gagner l'autre bâtiment pour nous servir communauté. L'État lui-même il dispose un terrain pour nous, l'autre terrain qui est plus grand que ça, qui est disponible pour nous construire un autre centre de santé. Mais pour nous construire un autre centre de santé, l'État lui-même n'a pas de fonds assez pour construire un centre de santé ça. Nous avons besoin des partenaires, des fonds disponibles.
In coordination with the Ministry of Health in Haiti, Locally Haiti is finalizing plans to design and fund a new community hospital and health center. Relying on our 33-year relationship with the community and leveraging expertise from Haitian and international experts, we're designing a state-of-the-art, durable, and dignified facility with a focus on green spaces, clean energy, ventilation, and patient-centered care. Our approach to health remains the same: support local institutions and invest in community health workers, preventative care, nutrition, food security, and maternal and child health. This facility will provide a safe space for clinical care, while also serving as a home base for continuing medical education, public health coordination, data collection, and community trainings. Whether you're new to the Locally Haiti community or you've been a supporter of leaders in Petit Trou for years, we invite you to participate in this transformational step forward for the community. This project will save lives, and we believe it can serve an example of what public-private partnerships in Haiti can produce when implemented through long-term relationships and commitment. As always, we are humbled by your support and grateful for your solidarity. Learn more at locallyhaiti.org/hospital or reach out to win@locallyhaiti.org to discuss this project and find out how you can help.
So, as you probably know, last August, a devastating earthquake struck 5 miles from Petit Trou de Nez. In the days following that earthquake, I went to visit our partners along with my friend and colleague Teresa and also Joseph, who you just met. It was a moment of intense and deep sadness and trauma. But what happened next in Petit Trou was not the usual story that you hear. Thanks to support from you all, thanks to support from across the country, our community leaders led a community-based, need-driven response to respond to the need in their own community. Your support funded the repair of homes, the rebuilding of safe schools. It funded a direct cash aid program through local institutions. It funded reinforcement for food security and farming, and it funded mobile clinics so that urgent care could reach the most remote areas of Petit-Trou. And now we're transitioning to a new phase of rebuilding with this Petit-Trou Community Hospital project. The phrase "build back better" was actually used a great deal in 2010 in Haiti after the earthquake then. It didn't happen, but it can happen in Petit-Trou now. I want to ask you to bring to mind some of the images from that longer video that Joseph translated. It could be Raphael teaching students at St. Paul's School. It could be Rika's powerful reflection in her home. It could be community health workers and Wilda's work. It could be young people installing solar to power progress in their own community. And now I want you to pivot in your mind and bring to mind the image of Haitian families at the border of Del Rio, Texas last year. Or headlines that you can find to this day every week of Haitian people in boats capsized, rescued by the Coast Guard, or worse. The distance between those images, those first set of images, the power, the potential, the goodness that's in Petit-Trou, and that second set of images, the harsh, brutal reality, is unconscionable. Now, I want to be clear, as an organization, we don't work in issues of immigration, but our work is deeply tied to the forces that lead to those images. Those parents do not want to take those trips. We all know that. There's no other options for their families or for their children. And what we're saying here in this room and what we're saying together is that we don't accept the conditions that lead to that desperation. We don't accept the conditions that lead to those choices. We don't see them as inevitable. So we fight for families and leaders to have a chance at life. We're not doing anything for them. They don't want that and they don't need that. We provide the investment and the partnership that gives them a chance. You've already invested in a Haiti where farmers have seed, where health workers have supplies and training and a small salary. You've invested in a St. Paul's that is safe and durable and solar powered with a focus on girls' empowerment. You can invest tonight in that community hospital project, providing a dignified home for clinical care and also a base of operations for community health efforts. This is a world that we want to see grow and flourish. Not one where people board boats with empty stomachs just 700 miles off of our coast, but a world where community leaders with all the talent you can imagine have resources and tools to fight for their own communities and to stand up for their own neighbors. Last week, I had a coffee with two longtime supporters of Locally Haiti, and they shared that, particularly in light of this community hospital project and the great need that there is in the community, that they wanted to offer a matching gift tonight of $100,000. I gave them both a hug. Whether they wanted to receive the hug or not, I'm not sure. So from this moment until tomorrow at 7 p.m., when our online auction closes, every gift up to $100,000 will be fully matched. It can be a check, it can be an online gift, it can be something written on your pledge card that you all received, or it can be one of those amazing auction items. So if you're in a position to stretch tonight, to go a little further than you planned, to dig a little deeper, please know that you'll be helping leaders and families in Petit-Trou get to this next step. Engaging with this country and this community has been the honor of my life. I'm truly grateful to play my small part in letting a different story and a different future emerge. I want to thank all of you for playing your part in that, and please know it makes a transformational difference for families in Petit-Trou. Thank you.
Therefore, live bagay paret noa devan ouais vire gado l'autre.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Jeff Lewis. Ted Lewis was my father, and along with my sister Sally, my brother Greg, and our respective spouses, we're all excited to be here tonight to continue to be a part of Locally Haiti. My father first went to Haiti in 1998. I was not sure what it was all about. All I know is that he talked about it for weeks beforehand, and then he was impacted by it months after he came home. 30 years ago, this past January, I had the opportunity to travel with him to Haiti, see what it was like through my own eyes. Stepped off plane in Port-au-Prince, traveled to Petit-Trou, got to meet the legendary Jean Fritz and Jean Well, the two brothers that were already famous at that point, and spent 10 days there. At the end of those 10 days, I realized what was impacting my dad. It was the opportunity to connect with people on a deeply personal level. He could offer them some of his medical knowledge, help them maybe be a little bit healthier, but he walked away with so much more than that. Tonight, we're going to honor people, the award that's named after our father, and I think it's very fitting, and he would be very happy to know that both Haitians and Coloradans are being honored in this way, because for him, this was about people helping people. It was two communities growing together, learning together, and ultimately benefiting each other. And so without any more, we're going to run a couple of videos here of this year's honorees. Thank you.
Each year at Evening for Haiti, we honor extraordinary members of our community with the Ted Lewis Award for Excellence and Compassion. Dr. Ted was a pioneer of our health work in Petit-Trou, a doctor, educator, friend, and devoted advocate. He is missed in Haiti, and we strive to honor his legacy, always. We're proud to announce this year's honorees, Jean-Fritz Bougon, Jean-Well Bougon, Dr. Eben Carsey, and Dr. Lynn Gilbert. Jean-Fritz and Jean-Well are founding members of St. Paul's School in Petit-Trou. At each phase of our development, Jean-Well and Jean-Fritz have been there, working, educating, and creating. Jean-Well is a teacher on campus and also serves as an assistant to the director. Jean-Fritz is a talented carpenter, artisan, and entrepreneur. Dr. Eben and Dr. Lynn have been deeply engaged with our work since 1999 and have played instrumental roles in our community health work and partnership development.
Nous sommes avec un contentement de joie, comme dit nous recevoir la localité Haiti, parce que c'est un bagage espoir pendant 33 ans, et c'est moi en premier qui t'ai découvert groupe Ted Lewis, Père Delicacy, Père Ed Morgan, Père Octave Lafontaine, nous t'ai commencé ça avant.
Puis me senti son joie qui a débordé dans kem. Fait pied bois avec de l'eau mais pas suffi pour me tailler prix. Valait quantité contentement me dans kem. Jodi a et pour plaque donner ça que moi recevoir.
My name is Lynn Gilbert. I'm a retired nursing professor of pediatric primary care.
I'm Dr. Eben Carsey. I'm a retired pediatrician. I began practice in Boulder in 1979. In 1999, at St. John's Episcopal Church, where I participate, there was a presentation given by Father Ed Morgan, we have been with the Colorado Haiti Project, now locally Haiti, to Haiti 8 times together. Our trips together have been those that involved doing clinical medical work. But it was obvious that we were involved in helping to build relationships. On our very first trip, we met Jean-Well and Jean-Fritz, and they were very welcoming. Jean-Well seemed to always have, a very bright countenance. Jean-Fritz, the artist, I got to ride on Jean-Fritz's motorcycle with him one time when he took me to show me something at his house, which was fun. But they're both very dear friends, and it's always been obvious what central figures they've been in the community.
One of the very nice things about Jean Fritz had quite an array of skills in terms of paintings or carvings or whatever that he might do. Probably some things around this room that he did. So.
Moi songe tout moment, ni bon ni mauvais moment nous passé yo. Surtout ensemble avec Lynn, ensemble avec Eben, les n'a travaillé pendant toute journée dans la clinique yo. Eben, Lynn, moi content parce que me fait pas même partie avec.
Il fait merci dès que me fait même partie tout avec Eben, Lynn. I'm très content too.
2 of the 8 or so trips were with Ted Lewis. He was highly respected and such a dear, gentle person. I remember the last time we went when everybody went up to pray with him, knowing that it was going to be his last trip. And everybody put their hands on your shoulders. It's very touching.
To be receiving the Ted Lewis Award is very humbling. Knowing the role that we've played or I've played compared to what Ted did over the years and compared to what other people who have received this award have done, it's very humbling and a great honor.
Continuez béni, la continuez béni. Et si nous t'avons regardé font un coup d'œil qu'on y en a pour ce samedi à c'est jouet. C'est pas une bénédiction vraiment vrai. OK, merci.
Thank you all again, and I'm going to introduce Bishop Kim Lucas in a moment. We're very blessed to have her here to share blessing and reflection. But I want to say thank you all again so much for being here. I hope you stick around and come back out to the garden afterwards. Didn't get to see many of you beforehand, but hope to spend some time with you this evening. And thanks again so much for coming. We're blessed to have Bishop Kim here. As you probably know, locally, Haiti has very deep connections with the Episcopal Church, both in Colorado and in Haiti. And so Bishop Kim, where are you? So glad to have you here. Bishop Kim's been a great friend to us due to a lot of unavoidable conditions. We haven't been able to get her to Haiti yet, but it will happen, and I'm excited for it. So thanks for being here, Bishop Kim.
Good evening, and it is my honor and privilege to serve as Bishop of the Episcopal Church in Colorado. And as Wynn said, we were planning my trip to Petit Trou, and then COVID happened. And we've had some delays in that, but I'm really, really looking forward to my first trip there. I want to tell you a story. My daughter is in university. She's a freshman. And she called me the other day, and she said, "Mom, I figured something out." And I said, "What is it, honey?" She said, "I figured out people who are wealthy never want to say they're wealthy because they always know somebody with more money." And I said, you know, that's true. That is the habit of the human heart, is always to compare ourselves with those who have more and not those who have less. And so I want to say to you tonight, and you may or may not believe me, you are rich. You are rich. You have been blessed with such resources. And one of the things that I love about Locally Haiti, formerly the Colorado Haiti Project, is that our work with the community in Petit-Trou is about them leveraging their resources, their human resources, educating children so that they can be a part of contributing to the community, educating people and learning from them in the same interrelationship piece that we share with that community. And so one of the things that I am hopeful for is that our work in Petit-Trou can be an example for lots of organizations, the way we partner with folks. It's not about us coming in with all the knowledge and all the power and all the prestige. It's about our willingness to listen and be in relationship. And so I am thankful for every Episcopalian in Colorado that has helped and contributed. I invite you all to be a part of this good work. And I thank you, all of you, for all of the hard work that you do in supporting Wynn and the staff down in Petit-Trou, because they have so many obstacles to face. And yet, as you even saw in this video, they are hope-filled about their future. I pray that we all will be hope-filled. And I leave you with these words. Friends, life is short, and we do not have a lot of time to gladden the hearts of those who travel this pilgrim journey of life with us. So be swift to love. Make haste to be kind. Learn and practice forgiveness over and over again, and rejoice always in the blessings that you have received. Amen.
Thank you so much, Bishop Kim, and thank you everybody for coming tonight. My name is Alyssa Herzog, and I'm newer to the Locally Haiti team, so if I have not had a chance to say hi to you guys yet, please find me afterwards. I would love to meet you. I'm just going to share a few logistical details about the rest of the evening, but first and foremost, I wanted to thank all of our sponsors for making tonight possible, especially our presenting sponsors, Brian Casey with Holistic and Jamie Kilcoyne with K Financial. Thank you guys. If you are ready to turn in your pledge cards now, I will be up here at the front along with board members Jenny Florent and Aaron Ulrich. We'll have pens up here, and I'd love to see you there. But also, Wynn is already back in the Annuals Gardens. He's there to answer any questions that you might have, as well as you'll have the opportunity to fill out a pledge card there or make a donation as well. Also, we will have more food, more drinks, some Haitian music playing, some exciting announcements about the silent auction, and also we will be announcing the winners for the door prize. So please come back out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I think Jean-Will and Jean-Fritz are going to close us out with a song as we exit. Thank you guys.
Nous dédions musique ça spécialement à Lynn and Eben. Lynn and Eben. Si je devais parler Haïti, si je devais parler il faudrait inventer des mots
faudrait inventer des mots d'amour, des mots de joie et de tendresse. Avec l'âge, j'ai appris à aimer la liberté du net.